EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. And off we go from the Windy City.
I'm ready when you are.
Rip, 23.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And this will gain a couple of yards, up to the 22-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
Great job. Hey, easy. Route.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
On red.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Hey, Lion.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he's in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Packers 0. Cam
Little now.
Following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Nelson now returns. For a field goal left side. Inside the 20. He's going to take this all the way back. Maybe 1 yard. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's one of the most exciting plays in football. Rarely you see it. And when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is really something special. And it is, I guess, because we don't see it very often in a world of the ever-increasing touchback. We don't see a lot of returns in this league, so when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch. We'll start at the 40. Second down, 53-yard line. They put Strange in motion. They'll give it to EPN to Barkley now. His defense held the tailgate. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 9. They put Strange in motion. Large now on 2nd down. First to his work. Keeping the danger. Miller incompleted. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Lawrence now. As the ball is arriving on the flag, it's 5th down. Our fourth down, the Jaguars send out their veteran Logan Cook to punt. This one, fielded, beyond the 25. How about it? That's Leishman right there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Love to throw, he gets started. It's John Campbell. The clock makes the opposing 46-yard line. Love to throw on 1st and 10. Right to the right. Big made by Romeo Dobbs. The most impressive there. Well, you said the catch was that. In this case, he did play to end up in a touchdown. 15, moving on once more. And the kicks away. This is Cooley inside the 5. This is up to the 28-yard line. Takes place for the drive to start. They put Strange in motion. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. As he throws, that one will wind up incomplete. Could not get into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the results showed.
2nd down, Lawrence. And the offense is going to be all set up with a quick field and a pass to extend that lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the fullback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So that's
Move this ahead for about 4 yards. John Brown down there on the top. 2nd down, 0 for Love. And the receiver is over. kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the field. And they'll feature the perimeter. This is the set time of the 30. Opening quarter. So after one, it's the Packers on top. We're back to Soldier Field. The Jaguars win the ball. Pulling into the end. As they got it from the first and 10. They put Strange in motion. On first down, Watt. And it's incomplete. 10-10. He's run for the ahead 3 times. England has to come back as if get ahead 4 yards. Deshaun Nixon there for the tackle.
So the team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. There was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark it just short.
They got 4 on the 4th and inches. First down, Jaguars. Jupiter. Now Lawrence. What to do now is they come up on second and long. As he throws you forward, he's going by 8 and sets up first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it's third down. Here's Lawrence. And he shot the he is up and down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 59 and it's first and goal. They will march in short. Down at the 1. Brings up second and goal. 2 minutes to go here. He'll have to. We'll go back to Soldier Field. Following it. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. It's getting into the and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal. To Burke. Love. Exiting the pocket right. His second touchdown of this first half. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He catches the ball, and the Jaguars not missing it. It's 21-18. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Melton now to return. That's the play. That's a good reach selection. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Wilson. And good blocking play. Paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. On second down. It is a big cross play for the Packers. 33 yards.
For your first catch of the game.
To be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up
nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
North Dakota on first down. First one.
So the first part of any interception, it just end up with the ball in your hand, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, it's just an added bonus. That's what we see here. There's a little space, there's a great job securing the pass, and all of those yards just set up a better field position their offense takes the field.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Lawrence. Here's White.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here to make it back right there. We used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
They go play action for Lawrence. Rolling right. The intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. Here's Logan Pitt now. He's on for the second time and didn't mind a carbon copy of that first hit. Now the return. And maybe a good return is able to come for 40 yards. Here in this first half. Let's go. Going on second down, Love. He's going to let downfield,
You simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down, you cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
McManus on the fourth point out. And the kick is extend the lead. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as the second half gets underway.
Jeff. Yes. What? Damn. Let's go, Bo. Come on, man. Damn. Trying to fuck up my rhythm.
used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there to ball another accurately. He's going to pick up the rest of his legs, and it's a big time connection to the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more. As the kicks away. It's taken at the 5. Here's second down and 3. On the shotgun, it's Ross. Across midfield, target pushing 46 yards. He has 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in the second half. That drive gets them a first down. Off the play there. Here's Ross. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Working out the run, it's Lawrence. He throws it, and I think this is the pressure to get to him that time. It'll set up second down. They put Strange in motion. Now second down throw for Lawrence. Moving to his right. He's leaving out of bounds to go in the red zone, inside the 20. Herbert the Hunter coming up now for first and 10. Willing is Ross. He's complete with a finger right there to make the play. It's taken down. They put Strange in motion. Go! And from the goal line on third down. Still got those 32 yards. He's going to get him down short of the marker. And set up an interesting fourth down decision. Lawrence. First down. They take him on himself for 3. And now it's first and goal. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. We were talking during the break, and we thought that this was kind of a war game drive. They felt like they needed to find a way to get a touchdown here, and it's just showing a little bit. Good way to get started here to begin this one. Will now following the touchdown as he picks this one away. Melton now to return. Another drop down. Here's the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Okay, ready? Roll 52. Here's Wilson. First forward will wind up getting 3 yards on one. That's Greg Newsom in to make the stop.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get on the ball.
Let's get ready. Offers out. They'll set up to throw. Made by Goss. He's still the out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down. At the 40-yard line. Here's Rock. Overwhelmed to up to the line and down he goes. Second down throw for Love. To the left side, in the hands of Watson. He was finally be taken down. And a really big play. That's the final one. Here in the third. Here's first and 23. We feel like this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And this time they are really firm. Throw for a loss. With a second down. Here's Love.
That went into him.
Still no more to do now on third down. Here we go, set. Rush. To throw is Love. He's got it. Watson. He's got it for the first down. Otherwise, after a gain of 17. Around here, with Wilson. That's the way you want to run. Game 7. Okay, ready? Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Hard down to Wilson. And he's on the wrong way. Across the 7. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. That can be good for Watson. Now incomplete.
I think the play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure on the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get free.
This return word from the field. And this field worked out quite well. They're getting all the way out to the 30-yard line. the way to get started. A pickup at 17 and a very quick first down. Take right open. First down the road for Lawrence. Moving inside the pocket, and that ball overreached over the sideline. It'll be an incomplete. We're trying again here. 2nd and 10. Let's go. Lawrence now. Taken down right at the 25-yard line. Third and long. First down. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down.
Great defense, fellas.
They force the completion and they pick the ball over on down. This time starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Ready? They're running. Going on 2nd down from. Here's Dickinson. Will overlap even further here in this 4th quarter. So kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Our return now from the 4th. And the drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now to throw on 1st down. And he will score again. Continue. His 3rd touchdown of the game. They get to put the play in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often. Make that 4 good for it. It takes a ton of practice. In order to do that, to get your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They were able to take advantage of the distraction. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one off. This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right. But you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards, not going to work out. Loves to throw on 1st and 10. And this one looking for Hopkins. It goes anyway. Incomplete. His hands there in the end zone. And they'll bring up 2nd down. He was covered by Thomas Uncle. Let's go. To the air, it's blocked. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. First and 10. Yellow, blue. Yellow, 33. On flex, he's left. This one, deep. And Nicky from Matthew. And it's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Very good game. Contact carrying the ball loose. And it's going to...
Third down.
Here's Ross to throw. Big tight hole there. For the moment, is he first down?
You do have things under control. Not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage bad influence.
So start at the 4. Here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the shotgun, it's Ross. He's going to let one go. They came from Myers. To the sideline and intercepted. Taken off by Knee-High. Love to go now on first down. To the ground, it's incomplete. Unfortunately, there wasn't a defender right there in the area. It would have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. It's fine. It's one. Deep. And looking for Matthew. Into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. On first and 10, here's Lott. Intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. The Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. It's one. Incomplete. Now moving down to right wing. Just one more play.
This is one of them stories in the game. I guess the Colts had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield. If this team finds themselves with a lead, you'll lift the ball.
Give my 20 back, nigga.
It's a win for the Packers. They got out of the game hot, ran out the big first quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X, EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
That's what I do, man. I'll beat ass.
And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. Cam Little after the opening kick. Thrown away from Soldier Field. Emmanuel Wilson to return it.
Oh, my bullshit! Oh, shit. Time at 97.
I just need you to do this for me.
At their own 27-yard line.
I can't get more than anything illegal.
I want to give him more pace, so I want to go right off the bat. Let's go, Bo.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Let's go. Ready? Let's go. Let's start it up. Let's go. Deep here. Right off the left.
I ain't playing no games, bro. I ain't playing no games. This not taking rank or deacon. You will get your ass embarrassed, bro. I'm not practice, nigga. I'm the pinnacle of this shit. No Madden gimmicks, not one. You gotta play better. You can't play basic with me, bro.
Ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Nothing like a mustard block during this first quarter block. But when your opponent starts the game with 6, there's going to be some shortage. You need a response. But you need a response. Getting all these home runs and just have to keep it tricky when you fall on the field. You must have the upright play. That's pretty important that they can get into that touchdown, but it's not going to be easy.
Nothing in positions like that certainly won't help.
Plays it on, wants the ball. His first game is just one. That's good for Jackson. Go first down.
That's the run that will take the result in the NFL every time. You might say a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. You may come to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the back of the defense.
Lawrence now off the play action. Escape the pocket. Getting set. Here's 1st and 10. It's a 15 on the play. And the Jaguars have the first down. First and down is now. Number 39.
We all love a big home run play, real plays, but as an offense, you just get to stay on a schedule kind of play. I look at commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you can take the really run to the home run.
Play the drive coming up in 8 yards here on 3rd down. Go here, 3rd down. There's a change. That's not keeping the flow. Right here, but he's not. They took together. Wednesday down all the way down to the 45. The play action, Lawrence. first and goal.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself when you're being in that huddle. Katie's confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action calls to come.
Finish up their opening drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra point. The draft is 50 o'clock. The Jaguars start off with the tight things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. This is the 25. Fans in the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Video with long. This one is long. Downfield. That is Caleb Ransom. The Jaguars picking up a wonderful return. They come back inside the 45 in the interception. Next set of downs, from 37. Receiving in 2. One through the first. And now it's second down. Can't give her one final play before the end of the quarter. Once again here, second and 10. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of a second coming up in the second. That's the Soldier Field in Silverman. Back to the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got it first to begin the frame. Lawrence looking to throw. And he's taking that off. The Grizzlies offense down for first and goal. Here's first and goal.
Seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone with the running lanes. Give it to the cap for the big boys up front because they're setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Little touchdown extra point. The Jaguars break this play and they lead by 7. Second kickoff. Little with the honors. And sends it to 6. This drive will start inside the 25.
Ready? You ready? Let's go, y'all. Man, I'm gonna play.
He's getting set here. First and 10. Okay, now. Ready? Taking off the quick quickly. He's going to throw. Taking it off the touchdown. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. For 3 yards on that play. And that's good for a 3-win first down. Offensive line pass. First down, go. Here's one.
Really well covered screen on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down, 13 to go after that incomplete pass. Here, one.
Number 17 yards to win the game.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. For the short little game, the short little pass, into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
With an off first down. It's incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. If there's really difficulty on that one, throwing the double coverage, I'll get used to it.
It's incomplete. Next is the last play. Now it's third down. Air down on third. Complete here. It's just stays up, get a triple on the ground. It's power play to 10 runs into 2 yards. Those are the great offense here. Well, from the guard. Rush down the pocket. On the field. Looks like they're going to hit for you. Turn this man down and let the play stand. They're down to get this across. Here's first and goal. It's a We've got a ball game now. They send this away. From fielding at the 40-yard line. It's the clock with baby, but Phillies blocked it. Next and down for him from the 31. First and 10, it's Lawrence. This is safe for every field. Keeps himself upright. It's Kennedy, still getting on the first play of the drive. Ryan Phillips Jr. touchdown. Little able to connect down the 20-yard. The Jaguars break that try and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honor. It's returned back to the ball. And he's going to give it a good pull. 25-yard line. 3 called down. First call here comes with a shotgun.
I'm ready.
Sneaky little runs, Kate. It gets you that yard to create some depth as a defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can go beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Second and 6 coming up here. Ready? Love now. Beautiful. They're going to get forward to their own 45. It's a great pitch. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, they really love that trade route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but to make it through the catch. If they don't close on it quickly, you can have a yard, second, 2 yards.
4 yards in the end. They're about to do it. Coming up after that 4-yard gain, it's 7 and 6. Six and 10. The Jaguars are going to call their first down. First and 10. Here we go. First and 10. Which brings up second down. So to the hurry up here. The play action, it's on. Doesn't matter, it's incomplete, fourth down.
You can tell it pretty clearly. You get the third as long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and it's incomplete.
Third and the 20. This is unbelievable. This one can definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. 19 seconds remain and already getting half. Let's see what they do with it. Throw on first down.
No! Wow. Wow.
Second down coming up. Shotgun now.
22.
They are right in this game. They'll make it final because they keep hitting their cards with these interceptions.
Play smart defense. That's a mantra. There's a quote from Tom Moore. They play smart football. Not scared to make a mistake. And I know he's just making way too many mistakes.
Let's give it throw. Back down here after 42. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Kick this away.
Hey, go.
Returning it from the floor.
We do that LeBron shit. Now let's play ball. We feeling good.
Quick play here. First and 10. yards now off the play action. Dropping to sideline.
Defense.
This is the -1 left.
Look at the coverage on that play, kid. I love that. This is textbook defense right there. When you put escape the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did. And of course, the throw. And you get great success on first down receive. So this is like a hitter in baseball, all behind in the case. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a hiding chance. Give yourself a better count. That play is just the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
3rd and 6 for them to figure it out. First down here from 36. Ready? Go on.
I ain't playing my game. Gotta get it again. I ain't playing my game. Play lazy. Damn, game.
You gain that 10 yards in the run game and making a game of trust with your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, take the table for everything else in the playbook. Look at here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call or that one move to 6. You got plans you had ready to go? Recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Set to go now from the 35.
Looking harder than it needs to be right now. Just get the catch first. Really see some area. And more worried about escaping the defenders and getting that field.
Driving Dire Straits, it's 3rd and 9. Myers the motion man here. Throwing it low, it's on 3rd down. No. Oh, the defender runs at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Special motion going left. That's the throw it. They hit some 16 yards on 4th down, and the driver, part of us on it stalled out. He's going to carry on. Runs with it on 1st. We'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Jacksonville first down.
So this guy got to be careful with just one of those mistakes. You not break the tendency. Tampa Bay, this Tampa Bay knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive play did too.
Not a lot of help, Ross. 9 to go now on second down. A little slow halfway the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Second down. Warriors working from the gun. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just gotta hang on to it for one final quarter. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Go right away.
Campbell now in a high pressure spot. It's a for 52 yards. And this kick is good. We needed to get on the back, and he did. And that puts us in double digits, and it's a possession game.
It doesn't take a match made the kids to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game, little late. He puts them in the driver's seat for his city if they need to lose.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Take off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's going to pull it out for the next pickup. Gain about 8. Second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and
Play action. Long. Nice way there for Ron to get it well into enemy territory. It goes right down. Offense up to the right. Completion means it's second down. Ready? Back to the air. One. Long to him here.
You know, it's tough to succeed in most defenses if you can't urge your opponent in coverage. There's a lot of great breakup throws just like that to kick some of the strengths at the secondary.
He's going to make it down the 43-yard line. He quickly gets it down.
Really cool decisions right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he's patient, he's explosive, making an instant pass to that first player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts a tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Always set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. 2-2 now. 2-2. Offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Over to the pistol. And they're going to be two along that midfield stretch. Give him 24 on that play. And Jaguars have a first down. Only one play in block, and this one already at midfield. First down throw. That's on first down. We'll see big changes in playability now in seconds.
This was a real fortune they were able to track him down before he even everybody exactly what they're doing.
This drive is jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. TD again.
Is equivalent of around 15 plus at the high school level. It's hard when you're going to gain his next yard. It's a very successful one.
Action here.
To go up 2 scores.
Let's get a kickoff. With the honor. Return coming from the 6. Here's in the 35 before they can stop him. He's confident passers here. This is 1st and 10. To the yellow line. Trying to push deep downfield.
Come on, Watson.
Looking for Christian Watson that time. They'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Coming up. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. They're going to throw it.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd down critical. Whether it's in the close game or already out of hand, it's going to be what it can hurt early.
Coming over on down. Comes up empty. Off the field they go.
You know, see, all we don't talk about the defenders and killers. All we want to do is get off the field. Sometimes it's drop pass, that should break up even the interception. Come down the outside. Get more shots.
see if he can again after that last set. Let's see, here's 2nd and 19. LeBron plays against, he's set up the throw. And it comes back to the end zone.
That's it right there. That's what we see in the defense. Get every coach we see from the defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough to get some good shots taken in the end zone. And so the pressure and goes up. And the game is to take away. That's what I call complementary defense right there. Without pressure by the group up front, that leads to the completion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First and 10 now from the 46. Shot down now for Long. Leads in desperation with a deep shot. They took their shot. One unsuccessful on this first down, swatted away by the defense. With incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Right now, off the play action. Defense looking at a 10-marker on 3rd down. Official signaling for timeout in the 5 seconds remaining.
Taking Watson out. Watson out the game.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Throwing now.
This is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college games and the NFL game, that this is a vast difference.
Why you jump, bro?
To the Jaguars, to win this one. And it is a game that fans are scoring football, isn't it? And a problem with the team, both of these offenses working. Really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side looking at a slightly better clip than the other. That's the difference in the win. So that's put the bow on this one. For my part, LeBron Stewart and everyone involved on our crew. I'm Dave Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say so long from Chicago.